Hi, welcome back to the Naviswork training, and this time we are at module number 3, which actually summarizes the Naviswork Essential Training Program. And by the end of all these 3 modules, you will have sufficient knowledge to navigate yourself around the functions and tools of Naviswork, and I believe you are in good hands to explore more functions on your own after you have been able to execute whatever we have done through all this training series. So again, we are at module number 3. So I need you to just a reminder is that if you are a client or trainee of BIMLife, then you would know where to download the training files. But if you are not a client or trainee of BIMLife, then I suggest you drop me an email or write in the comment section so that we can send you the training files if you wish to follow along. Okay, so let's go to folder number 5. Okay, and the last module is about creating construction sequence, and that tool that to do that in Naviswork, the tool is called Timeliner to create construction sequence. Okay, and right now we are at folder number 5, and I want you to open up Office Timeliner here. Just open this NWF file. So this is what it looks like when you open the file. And since we're going to learn how to create a construction sequence, we need the tool called Timeliner. So let's activate this tool, and it should appear at the bottom. Okay, it doesn't really matter where it is, but sometimes I just like to make sure I have enough space. Okay, and we're going to create a construction simulation, and we need to create some tasks. Tasks meaning some work sets, some construction schedules, and at this point in time, okay, we're going to create it manually. So I believe that companies have their own. You will have your own construction program and construction sequence, whether you do it in a Gantt chart from Primavera, Microsoft Project. Okay, you can import it into Naviswork, but right now we will just manually learn how to create them. Okay, so once you turn on your Timeliner tool, okay, it should be at the bottom. You can go ahead and click on add task. Add task, and you can see here you just got to double click, and you need to double click and you can type a name. So I just want you to follow my steps here. The first task will be for foundation. I'm going to use capital letters, foundations here. And I'm going to add 2 more tasks. Just add 2 tasks. Double click and you can start typing. So you may not realize that you can immediately start typing because it doesn't blink, right? So that's the issue here with Autodesk. Some of the interface, the UX is not working as perfectly as you would like it. So concrete columns will come second, and then followed by steel columns will be your third task. So it's going to create something simple. By the way, every time you press enter, you can also create a new task, but I don't need them. So if you want to delete additional tasks, just click on the row. Even delete multiple, just shift, click on the last one. Here is the delete task button. So just only 3 tasks that we are going to create. And as on the right, you can see a Gantt chart. Okay, it's taking a lot of space, which I don't really like, and in order for you to hide the Gantt chart, you can use this button, show or hide. So I don't see much use. I'll just leave it on first. Okay, I'll just show you what happens when you put in your dates. Okay, let's look at plan start and plan end, and I just want you to follow the dates that I select. Okay, just for training purposes. I'm going to select 1st of December for foundation to start and to end at 7th December. So just click on the cell itself and it will show you a calendar where you can pick your dates. Wait a minute, 1 to 7, okay. And then for here will be 7 to 12. And then okay, so we're going to use these dates for training. For foundation, 1st December to 7th December. Concrete will be, columns will be 7th December to 12th, and from 12th to 18th, that's where your steel columns are being put in place. And as you put all these dates, you can see that now the Gantt chart actually kind of have something there. Okay, but I don't find it useful, and if you feel that it's not useful, you can use this button, show, hide. So you have, when you hide it, you can actually have more space. This is like Excel, you can kind of expand the cells if it's a little too small. I'm just going to expand a little bit here. I'm not going to use everything, that's fine. And other than setting the dates where the categories of items are going to start, you need to, under this column, task type, to choose one of the three options that is preset, construct, demolish, or temporary. So all these are new objects which are being constructed. So just click construct for all here, and I want you to go to simulate tab here. Okay, that's where you can play the video. So we have tasks, we have some dates, and we know that all these elements are being new and they're being constructed. Click on simulate and let me just press play, and you will see nothing actually happens on the screen. Okay, nothing happens. So I'm just going to pause it, go back to the task tab. Okay, and the one column that we are missing out here is this column called attach. If we have attached the elements, then you would have a short animation. Okay, so just because under the task name here we write foundation, we write concrete, we write steel, it has no relevance or linkage to the elements in your model. Okay, just because it's a foundation, Naviswork doesn't exactly know what a foundation is. Okay, so we need to tell Naviswork what it is. Okay, we have some. If you open the sets panel, you realize that some sets are pre-created in this file. Okay, so to attach something, let's start with foundation. Right-click on it. Under attach set, you can select foundations. Right-click, attach concrete columns. Right-click, attach steel columns. So this is basically the reason why you need to work with sets. And in module number 2, wait, let me see. Is it module number 1? In module number 1, in the module number 1, we learn to create sets, and that's the reason why you create sets is because you're going to probably use them when you're creating a construction sequence. So once you are done with their sets, you can go to the simulate tab and press the play button, and you will have a simulation of that 3 particular tasks that we had. And if you look at the top left hand corner, there is the indication of the dates, and you can see this default duration of the animation is 30 seconds, and we have 3 tasks, so it's kind of slow. Okay, in case you want to change the speed of the animation, okay, just pause this, go to settings, and you can see this playback duration. So you just make it like 10 seconds, press OK, press play. That would be slightly faster. Okay, so instead of 30 seconds just for 3 tasks, we just want to, make it a little quicker here. Okay, so we have learned how to create a very simple animation just based on a few steps that's under tasks here. And next, what we are going to do is I want you to click on foundation, okay, in task, and I want you to add 2 more tasks. So there's one that says insert task here, and there's one that's add task. This add task adds to the bottom of the list, whereas what I'm just trying to do, or what we are trying to go into do, is to split these foundations into 2 portions, okay, into 2 separate portions. So just click on insert tasks and insert tasks. Actually, that's not true. I'm just going to undo Ctrl-Z, Ctrl-Z. I should click on concrete columns, insert tasks, so that it goes below foundation. And once I'm just going to write this as foundation. Wait a moment. Foundation P1 part 1, and this shall be foundation part 2 P2. Okay, and click on foundation P1, and there's an indent button here, and we're going to click on foundation part 2, indent it as well. And you can see it's a very small difference, but basically inside the foundation grouping there's foundation part 1 and foundation part 2. Okay, and what we're going to do here is to you can see that once you have indented items under the groups, you need to set a date again. And what you realize is you can't set the date for the group itself. You can see you can click nothing here. So what happens here is they will base off your items that are being indented under the headings, and they will serve as the reference. Okay, so just follow the dates that I pick. So this will be again 1st December to 3rd December. And this shall be from 3rd December to 7th December. And you can see for the grouping foundation, the plan start and plan end, they take after whatever is indented, the earliest date and the latest date. So these values are a reference of whatever was indented, and it can't be set. Okay, and so right now what we have here is that the set is still under foundations, and we need to set this as construct, And this shall not be, since we're going to separate to two different foundations, what we're going to do is right click and clear attachments. Okay, we're going to attach to the both of the indented items, and for that I need you to click on selection tree. Okay, and I believe your selection tree should look something like that.